This ends tonight.
Woo! You know, I heard when darkness turns to light, it ends tonight. But
Except in this case, darkness just turns into more darkness. And tedium.
yeah.
By the way, welcome back to Blood Omen 2.
These guys are wrecking your shit.
Yes, they kind of are. I think it's one of the last fights in the game, but yeah, I'm trying to grab them to do that thing where I insta-kill things, but it's quite random, so doesn't work out.
Yeah, there has to be a way to, like, get that more consistent. It feels like there should be a consistent way, and of course you're using immolation, which is the best thing.
And the only thing.
I love that thing.
Waiting for it is the problem, because every single time you have to spend like extra 20 seconds to get it there, and it all racks up really, really fast.
Well, yeah, but also you have to consider you're probably going to be speeding up a fight. Like, it may take 20 seconds, but it speeds up a fight like by at least a minute, if not more so.
Usually, yes. And this is a boss fight.
I don't remember this thing at all.
Well, good for you. How do you think we defeat it?
Telekinesis.
And to be more specific?
Well, I mean, we're going to use it for combat, of course.
Which we do by
using it on these stupid telekinesis modules.
Telekinesis modules, that's what you call them. I wanted you to say by turning switches, because that's what this entire boss fight is, just turning switches.
You know, I am nothing if not a writer at heart. So, you know, you got to go and fancy up everything. It's not just a switch; it's a module, and you know, you gotta twist it the way you would twist the truth if you were a politician.
Fair enough. And it is dead. Okay, now in the cutscenes that are to come, pay close attention to the model of the Soul Reaver.
Okay.
The sword, I mean.
Oh yeah. I honestly don't remember this at all. I beat the game. I know the end game. I just can't remember this for shit.
Kain, the Hilden City's defenses have been broached. Janos can no longer sense a ward barrier.
It's my doing. I've shut down their foul magics, at least for a time.
Then we are ready to help you. Janos is casting a spell that will bring us to you in moments.
Excellent.
I look forward to thanking you in person for saving Uma's life.
Yes, of course.
About that.
I will try to detect the location of the Hilden Gate.
Where's Uma, Kain? I cannot sense her.
She will not be joining us.
Uma is dead, is she not? Were you too late?
No, she suffered the fate she deserved. She stole the Nexus Stone from me.
So you refused to help her?
I dealt with her as I deal with all traitors. I killed her accordingly.
You did what?
I did as you would have done, Vorador, to any human or vampire who defied your will.
Monster!
She chose her fate. Was she acting as the dutiful lieutenant, following her superior's orders? I care not. What's done is done.
We were wrong ever to trust you.
Do you so wish to return to the grave, old friend? You are in no position to challenge me.
No, we have no time for this discord. I sense that the Hilden Gate is nearby. I can transport us there.
We will settle this in good time. Tonight, the Sarafan Lord dies. Tomorrow, we shall see.
No!
This round is mine, Dark One.
I must tend to Vorador. Proceed without us, Kain. I can teleport you to a place near the gate, but you will have to close it on your own. Use the Nexus Stone, cast it into the gate, and the magic of the stone will destroy it utterly.
Cast your spell, then, and let us finish this.
Good to see the blade is going through the eyes of the Soul Reaver.
Yep.
The-
And then this... Yes.
Oh god, I'm glad to see Janos Holdren is well and healthy, considering. I'm just, yeah.
You didn't remember any of this, did you?
Not at all. Well, okay, to be fair, I never knew who Janos Holdren was until your Let's Play.
Well... Actually, yeah, actually that's a fair point, because if you just play Blood Omen, it's completely and utterly forgettable and inconsequential.
Mm-hmm. There's a few things, right? See, that speeds up combat so much.
And if only it did work at least half consistently, because it's so insanely random. Like 2 videos ago when I discovered this, I thought I found the way, but then it turned out that I was just getting lucky multiple times in a row. And that's it, and that was it. And that was sad.
That would be sad. You're like, I got the trick! And the trick is, fuck you.
And I had to do this here, because when you land onto the ground, you can't do anything for half a second, and during that half a second, the Hilden would have killed the me. The article, the definite, the article, the blood, the omen, the two.
You're just losing it by this point. I don't blame you.
I'm afraid that I already have.
I know. Don't worry. I don't blame you in the slightest.
Luckily, we're almost done with the game, but not before a puzzle which is going to take me a lot longer than it should, because I will be giving the game too much credit. And I also misidentify the switch.
You just looked at it.
And here I realized that I cannot press this one.
We're doing good. Wait, I don't remember. Do everyone's eyes change color like that? Like
No.
when you possess them, or is it just okay? That'd be really a cool design feature if that was the case, but since it's not.
Would be is the operative part here. And here this is where I give the game too much credit, because I move that box to that other side, and here you will see me running around for a little bit, because I will assume that I need to press something else, because I don't think I can jump onto that box once it goes up with the water from the starting point. Yeah, from there, up there. But it will be quite possible, even though it makes no sense, because there's this wall here. Yeah, I'm just looking for a switch that I think I couldn't find, but I can find all the switches I need.
You're just trying so hard. And that's to make sure you don't actually... that you have to use the charm, and you can't just do it any other way.
Yes, and there's no other purpose to that too. There's no mechanic, there's no actual design there, no, it's just to force you to press the switch on a distance using one of your magical switch turning powers.
Oh man. I feel like they could have remade this game, like with the original team too. And it would be pretty decent, you know, I mean, it would be a lot of retconning. But, like...
They would have to change a lot of things.
Like, yeah...
And guess what? It doesn't show you what happened. So it's just dumb luck that I saw this switch-powered elevator.
Woohoo! Look, the magic of switches compels you.
We are destined to win.
I don't care. And no, the audio is not desynced, that was a pregnant pause. It's called comedic timing.
Oh. Oh, sure. You say that now. You call it a pregnant pause, I'd call it an aborted pause. That thing was just... That was way too long.
Hey, nobody is perfect.
Except me. The best guy. Just grab. He's right there. He's right there. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in ya.
Nope. Luckily I can set things on fire.
Yeah. With the power of your mind.
The power of the crazy pyromaniac.
Oh yeah, so... Go ahead.
Whose soul was inexplicably reaved by a blood-sucking vampire who is not the devourer of souls.
Yeah, that's always cool. So, the fun thing... The psychotic pyromancer dude, or... thing... He's voiced by Squidward from SpongeBob, which I find hilarious.
Actually, I just realized that I have never watched SpongeBob. Ever.
Squidward is this huge killjoy. You know, like he just kind of has this kind of monotone voice to him because he just hates life and everything. And I don't know, I just find it hilarious because both of them are very vastly different characters.
Also, one of them is relevant and the other one is not.
Yea, verily.
And this was the last blood-sucking of the game. We are now entering the final fight. The most amazing and overwhelming, astonishing boss fight in the history of video games.
It's visually very, busy.
At last, I had hunted my prey to his very lair. The Hilden Gate was before me, from which the Hilden General, in his guise of the Sarafan Lord, planned to bring forth his alien armies and destroy us all. Turn, vile demon! Your reckoning day has come.
Kain.
Did you think you could defeat me? All your plans are revealed, together with your true nature. Turn and enter the gate you have fashioned and join your kind before I obliterate it. Or stay, and be destroyed upon its rubble.
I confess I did not expect to find you here, at the heart of my endeavor. You are indeed a more capable adversary than I have thought possible.
You can ponder that thought when you have made your choice. Return to exile, or death.
Do you think the game is over? Do you think it will end with me? Have you not wondered why so many of your trusted henchmen, time and again, bend their knees before me, accept me as their lord, and join their cause to mine?
Cowards and traitors deserve no second thoughts, only their complete annihilation.
Did it not occur to you that perhaps my cause, and not yours, is the cause of right, of justice? That your ambition to rule this world is but the youthful craving of a petty noble who has gained too much power, but never enough.
Silence, demon. Your need to corrupt is only too apparent. But every traitor that you have turned to your will from my side, even Uma, your latest spy, is dead.
Uma? I have no spy called Uma.
You lie!
You and your damn stone. That stone won't protect you from the water.
So yeah, this boss fight sucks. This boss fight was probably one of the worst fucking things about this whole game.
Thankfully it's over.
still believe you can prevail. While you possess the Nexus Stone, my sword cannot slay you. But while you bear the stone to shield your life, you cannot use it to destroy the gate. Stalemate, Kain. And mine is the waiting game. As long as I have not lost, in time, I am sure to win.
But I have not yet made my choice.
No, no, no!
And now the true beauty begins. And yes, I lied.
I know you lied, because I was about to
Yes,
say.
you know, but
I was about to say, no, it's not fucking over. Don't even. But I was like, oh, I see what you're doing.
yeah. Also, I just realized that Kain in that cutscene had ILS. ILS, in case someone doesn't know, stands for Imaginary Lat Syndrome. His elbows were just so wide apart from the body that it was completely stupid and ridiculous and retarded and insane and dumb, and I'm out of words.
Yeah, I had no idea what that was, but that does sound about right.
Yeah. And now let's revel in this beauty of this boss fight and its combat mechanic and the complexity of this fight, as well as the amazing sound design. So let's just stay silent for a moment. Fascinating.
So basically, all they did for the Sarafan Lord was add an echo, which is the most like fucking bullshit effect you could ever do. And it's only just an okay, it's a little more than just an echo, but like it's.
I agree.
You?
Yes, your prisoner, from whose blood you built your evil plans.
What could be more righteous than to take our revenge and your freedom from the same source? Tortured eons of suffering are too good for you, vampire.
But not for you, Hilden, who has dared to set a corrupting foot upon this world after your banishment. Return to the demon dimension in which you belong.
And by what right, cursed one, did you send my kind to that place of evil?
By what right did you lay on us the curse that drove us from the light and made us predators of humankind?
It was justice for our banishment from the world. You see what it has made of our once fair race.
I see you have taken your true form at last.
Then go and see what it makes of you.
Kain, the sword!
I sentence you to the hell of your own making. A prisoner for all time.
No! Kain!
And now, it is your turn.
According to the video game rule of 3, there is of course a third stage to this fight,
Yeah, of course there is.
which is massively different to everything else.
Slightly different. I feel so bad for Janos. If only he could fly. But he doesn't have
Yeah.
any way to fly, you know.
No, at all. Or teleport, for that matter. Here I'm just showing off what happens if you don't wait for this opening after an unblockable and do a berserk. Normally what you're supposed to do is to wait for an opening and then berserk him. Just like this.
The cadaverous lacerations.
Maybe it was a prototype. Probably not, but hey, who knows.
But yeah, for unknown reason, he's just immune to immolate, which was like the stupidest thing to me as a kid. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
You have won the battle, but the war between your kind and mine will never end. Our banishment in the demon dimension also ensures our immortality. One day, we shall return.
Should your kind reach that place of banishment again, I will be waiting.
You will not live that long.
I have lived long enough to dispose of you. What was it she said to me in that fatal moment when she took from me the Nexus Stone? How would my rule differ from that of the Sarafan Lord? If you had lived, Uma, you would have learned the difference. You should have trusted me. The war was over, and yet there was another battle to be fought. The cruel masters of Nosgoth, the Sarafan, now leaderless, still had to be put down. There were cities to be rebuilt, and order to be restored, and a new rule. My rule would then begin. To the victor go the spoils. At last, Nosgoth would be mine.
And thus concludes the legend of Blood Omen 2.
Man.
Finally, I am free!
Yeah! Oh, that was something, alright.
Fuck.
That was the single worst boss fight in the game. Like, just
In the games, all of them.
That too. I don't think there is a boss designer. There was only one boss designer. I think that explains a lot.
Yeah, there was also a separate animator for Kain. Let it sink in. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. Now, I mean, in theory, it kind of sets up a cool premise, like the Hilda could be this ultimate evil thing that, you know, Kain could, in theory, be a good guy to fight against, but, everything's just so bad and so stupid. Ugh.
And boring, and the same. It's all the same.
Yep.
I said that a million times already, and I will say it again one last time. It is absolutely astonishing how just about everyone, almost everybody, including me at first, including you at first, we remember this game as being better than it is, as if there was some enjoyment, at least in the beginning, and that it kinda turned tedious by the end.
Yeah,
While
I
in
mean,
reality it turns tedious after the first 45 minutes.
yeah, I remember it being so much better. And I don't know why I remembered it being so much better, but like, this is everything that's kind of wrong with gaming in more ways than one.
it's such a shame that this game was released before the advent of DLCs. Because it would have definitely had the full package.
Probably. Yeah, no, it would definitely have had some sort of stupid DLC bullshit that was already on the disc, and you had to pay to unlock.
Yep. And they have, and I don't know if you were looking at this concept art, but like 90% of this was never even used.
Yeah, no, I was looking like, where did that come from? Where the fuck is that?
Straight from Aliens vs Predator, that is quite clear. But or from some of H.R. Geiger's art, or both maybe.
Probably.
But yeah, still none of it was ever used. What the hell? How do you...
I would say that this game was going beyond its grasp, but I don't even think it had a grasp to begin with.
Yeah, if you were going beyond your grasp, then why the fuck do you have like 15 hours of gameplay that is basically the same 20 minutes on rinse and repeat? Time and again. Make it twice as short. Make it like a Soul River games. They're all about 7-8 hours if you know what you're doing, 10-11 if you don't. And they are so much shorter, but they have so much more content. This is so long and slow and drawn out and no content whatsoever at all. How? How?
Oh, I ask that question a lot in a lot of games.
I think it's time that we end this, we close this, and forget that it ever existed.
Sounds good to me.
So thank you everybody for joining us.
We'll see you in a better game.
And Blood Omen 2. Never again.
Never again.